Hi guys, I'm Dr. Square. This is a statue of the British Queen, former British Queen Victoria. This statue stands in Downtown Parade. This is a statue of Admiral George. This statue stands in Spanish Town, Jamaica in 2021. But before I go into the details as to why we choose to preserve the statues of the colonial imperialists, this beautiful campus is called the University of the West Indies, Mona, Jamaica, the West Indies. Sometime in the past, this campus was a forest. It was also home of indigenous people. Then the Europeans came, colonized, and then emerged to sugar plantation. It was also a refugee camp for the Europeans who were trying to flee World War II. Notice this road at UWI, Gibraltar Camp Road, they call them Gibraltarians, but we call them refugees, right? All over the world where people are fleeing war, you call them refugees. So they're not Gibraltarians, whoever called them Gibraltarians. It was a refugee camp for the European refugees who were trying to flee World War II. They actually had Jewish European refugees. When World War II was over, some of them actually went back to Germany, some of them went to Italy, some got married to Jamaicans and stayed here. When you turn off Mona Road and you go through UWI campus main gate, you drive directly on the Queen's Way. How about you name it Queen Nanny's Way? So a part of UWI, as I said, was at some point a sugar plantation, and this is basically Mona Sugar Estate, showing centrifugal machine used for separation of sugar crystals. This is also showing Mona Sugar Estate where they were grinding sugarcane. Map of Mona Estate. This is the University Hospital of the West Indies, and notice that I'm trying to emphasize West Indies. Columbus called these islands Indies because he thought he was in Asia. So the term West Indies distinguished territories encountered by Columbus and claimed by Spain. So the word West Indies is not what it really means, and also because Columbus didn't know where he was. So in essence, as long as our minds are in shackles, we will not be free. We will not achieve economic independence, economic power. If we choose to remain being puppets, as in our intellectual input are also controlled by external factors, let's just be honest, we will forever be subservient. Next thing is, you people in Maypen, why do you live in Maypen? I mean, why do you live in May's Pen? And me no mean May, like the month of May, but mean like goat. Maypen was originally established as a cattle farm. May's Pen, William May's Pen, you live on a cattle farm. Before we go deeper, so the Spanish people came, they implemented their own coins, created architecture, structures, changed the name of places, created new names. British people came, actually captured Jamaica from the Spanish, also implemented their own money system, created structures, architectures, changed name, created a legacy for themselves, and then we fought. Yes, the Sam Sharp's revolution was more powerful than emphasized. We did the same thing somewhat. So we implemented our own money with British symbols. We created some architecture by preserving the structures of our oppressors. If we don't realize our intellectual neglect, we will be living in a future of turmoil. So let's go to Clarendon. Clarendon was named after this guy. St. Catherine was named after Catherine, Charles II Queen. St. Anne, Annie Hyde, from whom the parish was named. These are people from our past who had nothing to do with us. These are people we don't even know, who had no significant positive impact on our lives. Maypen, it was somebody's cattle farm. Augustown. Augustown was said to have been named from the fact that freedom came in August 1, 1834. Sam Sharp created a revolution on December 27 that would change the world forever. The act was as a result of the revolution created by Sam Sharp. So you celebrate a date that was given by your imperialists. Instead, you should celebrate the action of Sam Sharp. Hanover was named for the British monarch George I. He was basically from Hanover in Germany. St. James was named from James II, King of England, Scotland, and Ireland in 1688. He was also married to Annie Hyde. This is a portrait of St. James and St. Anne, literally. Manchester was named from William Montague, the 5th Duke of Manchester. He was also governor of Jamaica from 1808 to 1827. So it's unclear where the name St. Andrew came from, but one of the oldest church in the country, St. Andrew Parish Church, was named after the apostle patron. So it's possible that the name St. Andrew came about as a result of this person. This church was founded after the British conquered the Spanish people and established themselves. And you will realize that after the British people established themselves, they started building churches all over the country. If you think that we have a lot of church because you're religious, think again. This has been the very foundation of colonialism, especially the British colonization. When you take the history from your imperialists, the history from your imperialists is designed to psychologically defeat you. The reality is that if you don't understand the foundation of your history or try to recreate your history or open a new path for your own people, reflect the greatness in the people, then we have no one to blame. So I say, look at you, living in the shadows of your slave master, the imperialist. The words that you echo will haunt you forever.
When you don't understand the words, the power of the words that you utter, you will forever be in mental servitude.